Comics.
Hey, welcome to Rockin Comics. I'm Zach.
I'm Amy.
And today we have a very short episode. Last week, if you recall, we had a ton of books. They were all really good. This week, in the podcast at rockincomics.com, we have a few books, all of which are kind of... So, it comes as no surprise that we only have one Rockin Comic for the week, and that is this. I think technically it's called Versus.
We're just going to call it Versus.
It's the Slugfest issue. We get 6 of these. Slugfest issue that takes place outside of Avengers vs. X-Men. And this is kicking off right after round 2. And we get Iron Man vs. Magneto and The Thing vs. Namor.
Yep.
Pretty good. 2 different creative teams. And they're right up front at the very beginning. They're like, you're not going to get a lot of story.
I just looked at the Q&A. What happens in this issue? A. What are you, dense? Go buy it if you want to know. This is about fights.
Exactly. It's all about fights. But I will say...
Versus #1. There you go.
Versus.
Official title.
I will say that in the Iron Man Magneto half, I thought we got a decent amount of story, or at least enough that I didn't felt ripped off from the story aspect whatsoever.
Right.
I really liked this issue, and we had 2 really good. Andy Kubert did the art in the first one. Stuart Immonen did the art in the second one. I really like Stuart's art, and I think Ben Grimm, The Thing, looks fantastic.
Because he does.
The way he draws them, just love it. Namor looks cool. It's a cool looking issue. A lot of cool fights.
A big fishy thing.
The giant fishy thingy. And the way they're doing this, I'm going to describe it in WWE type standards. When you have 2 people that you don't really want to have a loser, you have a scrum at the end, and then it's like, oh, ding, 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 no contest. It's not quite like that, but it's built to where there's a winner, but the other guy really doesn't lose a lot of face.
Yeah.
So, take that for what it is. Very entertaining. I think it's very successful in what it's supposed to do, and it's both of our Rockin Comic of the Week.
Absolutely.
Now, we have Amy's Awesome.
Yay! It is Avatar Legend of Korra.
Yay!
If you're not watching it, go watch it. If you haven't watched The Last Airbender, what are you doing? Go watch it.
It's out there, kids.
This doesn't pick up right after Last Airbender. It's several Avatar cycles, several hundred years after Last Airbender. All of the benders are all still getting along, but there is now a resistance force that they don't like the benders.
No.
They think it's not fair that they have powers they don't have.
True.
That's my understanding of it anyway.
Kind of how it plays out.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So there's a guy who's leading up this resistance force that basically intends to not exactly commit genocide, but he intends to...
But not exactly not do that either.
he intends to make it so that there are no more benders.
You read into that what you will.
There's references to stuff that happened in The Last Airbender, but I don't think if you haven't watched it, you're going to be completely confused.
I mean, I didn't watch all of The Last Airbender. I saw more of the first season than I saw of any of the others. And I've seen a little bit of this first season of Korra. It looks great.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it looks fabulous. And what story I've seen looks really good, so watch it.
And the greatest part is Mike and Brian are still involved.
Yay.
They're still writing everything, so... I mean, you just kind of know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Same creative team involved. They're just doing everything that was right about The Last Airbender. They're doing it again, and it's so far they're just knocking it out of the park. It's great.
Yep.
It's really good. It is a little more mature, a little bit older because Korra is older. So we start off a little bit more serious. There's no penguin sliding in the first episode.
It's kind of sad.
But, it's okay. I mean, Aang grew up a lot very quickly
in
Last Airbender. So, and this one we sort of just jump right in. She's 17. She's already an adult, essentially. She's very serious, and now she's faced with this other, it's not the task of bringing all of the 4 bending worlds together, but, stopping this crazy dude who wants to eradicate benders.
That's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, the Avatar never really has an easy life, I don't think.
Apparently not. No. I mean, what kind of show would that be? Here's the Avatar watching TV. Big whoop.
Things of popcorn.
Wouldn't have to reach for it. Just airbend it. Just cook it and airbend it. Airbend it, firebend it while it cooks in your face. Ta-da!
That'd be
water bending for some liquid
pretty much
refreshment.
a great episode, isn't it?
I guess we should like completely do a show. We're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Check out the podcast at rockincomics.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Check out our Twitter and now on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
Bing, bang, boom. And check out the page because on Wednesdays, Amy does webcomic.
Webcomic Wednesdays!
Yes. And I will try to do more stuff that isn't this.
We're going to get more weekly features.
Yes.
That is the plan.
We just haven't figured them out yet.
We're talking to our people. Tim.
We have a person now. I like it. Oh, man. Let's wrap this up. I'm Zach.
I'm Amy.
Bye.
Bye.